Hello and welcome to Krackpots We Met Downstairs, brought to you by Krackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, Ohio, with special thanks to Funny Noise Productions in Massillon, Ohio, and shout out to Dendamo's Unique Chocolates, which can be found at Krackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, Ohio. I am your host, Rebecca Marcoulin, and today I am with Vance from West Virginia.
What's going on, Rebecca?
Not much. How you doing, bro?
Doing pretty good. I'm glad to be up here and be on the road.
Yeah. You were talking about being on the road, so you actually just performed on stage at Krackpots Comedy Club. We just pulled you right off right after you got on stage.
Fresh off the stage.
Yoinked you back up here. Tell me, how's it going? Describe the vibes. How you feeling right now?
Hey, this is a cool comedy club, man. It's a little fancier, a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. A hell of a crowd for an open mic type night. I don't trust the elevators in this building. I'm going to be honest with you. We got stuck in the damn elevators.
We did get stuck. Yeah, I had to call Chris for help.
Yeah,
we figured it out. We persevered.
Yeah, we're good. Man, all the comics, I know several of the comics that are on here tonight, but some of these newer comics, I was really excited to hear what they got, and I've been impressed by you. You did a great set also.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Really good stuff. So I'm really happy to be here. I've been here once before. I did not perform. I just come to check out a buddy, and it's always somewhere that I wanted to come to.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you got to come up stage today.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad you got to come back. So here at Krackpots We Met Downstairs, we know that a lot of interviewers ask the same questions over and over, and that can get annoying. So I'm going to try to ask you a question that you've never been asked before.
Awesome.
Let's see if I can do it.
Go.
So what is the worst thing somebody could lose in a coin toss?
Man, I don't know. In a coin toss, well, actually, I kind of lost my virginity because of a coin toss one time. True story. It was me and my buddy, and we'd invited this girl over that was, she was a little bit older than us, but she was kind of the floozy of the town. And she said, I'm not messing around with both of you, and we flipped a coin. And I won, but kind of lost because she got kind of attached, and that wasn't a good thing. So I kind of lost my dignity with a coin toss, so I'd probably have to go with something like that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know. The look you're giving me right now.
That is not at all what I thought. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's a West Virginia thing. Yeah, the old coin toss for some booty. It happens.
Is that like a common thing? Or
no, probably not common, but, we were drinking a little Mad Dog 2020. This was the 90s. It was the mid-90s, so, it was a little different back then. We didn't have morals back then, Back in the old days, you couldn't just get online and find a woman, You had to, play a game of basketball with your buddy or do a coin toss or, lawn darts. We still had those back then. They were sharp. They've banned those now, but that was the kind of stuff we did back then. So that'd be my answer to that. And I'm glad I've never been asked that question because I've never told that story on a podcast. To be honest with you. So,
my God!
Right. So I don't know. Good job. You found a question I've never been asked.
I met my goal, but wow, that was not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah. Shout out to Mindy. She's still out there sometimes. I see her kids every once in a while. And their kids. So
you guys are on good terms?
I don't know if it's good terms. She's checked me out at the gas station a few times, sold me some lottery tickets, but that's about it.
So you're like cordial, I guess.
Yeah. I'm like, how you doing and stuff, and I don't know. My career took a different path than hers. She's restocking cigarettes, and I'm on tour, so that's about how it works. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to segue out of this.
Yeah. You probably don't interview a whole lot of West Virginians. We're different. We're different down there. Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, that's quite a story, man.
Yeah, it's a good one. I got a bunch of those.
So tell me a little bit more about going on tour. When did you start going on tour? How long have you been on tour? That kind of thing.
So I was featuring with a major comedian that's been in a bunch of movies, and he got into some trouble in September. I was supposed to do a bunch of shows with him. He got arrested, and he will be going to jail for a long time. So the tour that I was doing with him this winter kind of went to the poo hole. So I just put together a tour for myself to try to make up some of the time, and this is my first headlining tour. I've hit 6-7 states this year and I'm doing pretty good with that. I'm going to do Vegas next year. I'm going to Florida, hitting some other places, probably going north of the border. Going to do that. North of the border, I mean Pennsylvania. But yeah, so we're going to go to a bunch of places, but it's been a lot of fun. I did some theaters and had some big shows, and I've had some shows where 3 people showed up, and so just by buy my merch from wvcomedy.com, you know. Help me pay the bills and stuff.
Nice. So is there a particular state that you like traveling to the most? Or
Man, I tell you what, I do a lot of stuff in Ohio. I really like Ohio. There's some really great comedy scenes here. This area has a great scene. Columbus is one of the bigger scenes on the East Coast. You know, then Dayton has a very good scene over there. I really like doing stuff in Ohio, but there's nothing better than doing a redneck bar in West Virginia. I love doing West Virginia. That's my home state. I love entertaining people. We don't have a whole lot of entertainment in West Virginia. I mean, you have to have a satellite dish to even watch TV out there. So try to do the best I can and do stuff like that. I'm going to try to do there's 55 counties in West Virginia. Next year, my goal is to perform in all 55 counties. That's going to be my tour. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it out because some of these damn counties don't have running water or anything. And, you know, I don't like pooping in an outhouse after I do a show. So got to find something. You know, got to find something to do. But West Virginia is probably my all-time favorite. But Ohio's a close second. And then probably like Tennessee or somewhere like that. Somewhere where they speak my language. I sound like this, and some of them sound like that too. So.
Have you noticed anything when you go to like states that don't necessarily speak your language? Is there like kind of a culture shock almost?
Yeah.
Do you feel it, or does the audience feel it, or is it like a mutual?
Well, when I started out in comedy, I know that, you know, everybody asks, how'd you get in comedy? I was actually in a touring band right out of high school, and I was in North Carolina, and the first time I ever did comedy, we showed up to a gig, and it was actually the night before we were supposed to be there. We mixed up the dates, and they were having drag queen comedy night at this gay bar, and they were like, well, you boys can stay if you want, and you can do comedy. And so I went up and tried comedy for the first time. I followed a woman that was, I guess, a Winona Judd impersonator, describe how she tucked her wiener. That was my first thing in the comedy. And then after that, I was in the North Carolina area, and I sounded like this, but all there was black clubs. So I started on the black circuit doing black comedy clubs and realized that they liked the way I talked. So I did pretty good doing that. And I mean, I was probably in comedy 5 years before I performed from a straight white man, you know. So,
oh, wow.
And now I go everywhere. I do every kind of shows. I like all kinds of rooms, you know, and it's a culture shock for some of them, but I don't know. They like the way I talk. Everybody's nice. You can't really say anything offensive. You sound like this is what I've kind of came across, you know. It just all sounds dumb, I guess. So, but I like it.
What's the strangest thing that's happened while you're on tour?
I don't know. I haven't had anything that real bad. I signed some titties at a show. That was pretty neat. I did a show down in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and they put me on a billboard right in Pigeon Forge, right beside of a billboard of Dolly Parton. That was kind of a culture shock to me. That was really cool. I took about 3,000 pictures of myself in front of that billboard, sent them to everybody I know. Hell, I sent one to Mindy, a girl I slept with. You know, I was proud of myself. That's probably the biggest thing that's happened, and, you know, the most exciting thing. I've never really had anything bad. I haven't really been in any bar fights or anything like that. Performed in front of 1,500 lesbians on a show. That was awesome. Now I have a huge lesbian following, something I'm extremely happy about. Shout out to my lesbian friends out there. That was a very fun time. I got thrown onto a show, and that was absolutely wonderful. So I don't think there's anything that's been a real big shock to me. It's all been stuff that I knew eventually would happen. Well, I didn't know I'd perform in front of 1,500 lesbians. That's not something that a young boy dreams about. If you're dreaming about lesbians, it's not performing in front of them. It's performing for them usually. But like, I was all about that. So everything that's happened, I've kind of expected. But it's a long drive home, you know, so you never know what's going to happen.
Do you ever make like pit stops on your way back home, or is it?
Yeah, we went to the Christmas Story house in Cleveland today. So we went up to do that. My wife's a big fan of that Christmas Story movie, and we went up, and she liked it. I thought it was kind of cheesy, to be honest with you, but it was still kind of neat to see where that was. We do stuff like that, and we're hitting some Christmas light festival on the way back home from the shows that we're doing up here. So, and of course we like stopping at Buc-ee's gas stations and stuff like that. You know, in the South, you always go to Waffle Houses and stuff. So we like little things like that.
Nice. What's the draw to Waffle House?
Man, you know, I don't know.
Talk about people who may have never been there. So
right now, see, the Waffle House, I mean, you don't really go there for the food. You go there because it's open. It's a late night thing. Nobody is making dinner reservations for the Waffle House, you know. I mean, if you go into the Waffle House and they've mopped the floors this month, that's a fine dining experience in West Virginia. But, I mean, everybody down there likes the hash browns and all that stuff, the waffles, of course. I don't eat carbohydrate. I've cut back and tried to lose some weight on this tour. I'm eating just eggs all the time and maybe a little bit of bacon or something like that. But I mean, you go there for the fights and stuff. It's the atmosphere. You go there for the people drunk and stuff like that. People get caught cheating in there all the time. That's pretty fun. That's about what I like. I like Waffle House and Huddle House. And like, we passed the Denny's on the way up here. I'm going to try to figure out where that was. I like Denny's too. That's good stuff.
How many fights have you seen at a Waffle House?
Well, every time you go, there's always a fight.
There's always a fight. There's always a marriage falling apart.
That's every time. I've never been to a Waffle House where the line cook didn't quit during the shift. Like, why he's making your eggs. He's like, you want them over easy? Do it yourself, you son of a gun. And I mean, they always quit, you know. So I like the Waffle House. It's definitely pretty fancy. Y'all got some fancy places up here too, I've noticed, man. Y'all, like, we stopped at a pizza place up here, man. You guys still have gluten in your pizza up here.
Yeah.
Like,
what was the place that you dropped by?
I don't remember what it's called, man. We went in there and stuff. They looked at us and they were like, well, we have gluten-free pizza. I was like, why would you assume I'd want gluten-free pizza? That's weird. I'm not wearing like a handkerchief or anything. Like, what's going on? It was pretty weird, you know, and I mean, that's kind of a strange thing, but my wife said the pizza was good. I just got a couple of meatballs and a salad, so I don't know. They're downstairs eating. The food here looks pretty good. Actually.
Yeah, it was good. I had the chicken parm sandwich and French fries.
Yeah, it looked like good stuff, but they're eating without me, so I'm gonna have to hit up something around here. And look like there's a bunch of places around, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. What's the best place that you've been to, like anywhere in the States on the road?
Man, I tell you what, I really like Tennessee. There was just a lot to do in Tennessee. Pigeon Forge, Tennessee is like going to the beach without a beach. You even have surf shops where they sell surf stuff down there. It was just kind of weird. The only place that you can do comedy and then walk outside and there's a bear trying to break into your damn car.
Oh,
and
wow.
it was crazy stuff, you know. And they were like, well, you left your chips in there, you know. You don't leave your chips in the car. And I was like, well, son of a bitch. I was like, you know, I have my key fob. I didn't think he was going to get in. And he about got in there, you know. Tennessee was a really cool place. I hope to get back down there and head south some more. I'm going to do Vegas next year, and I might get out there in Vegas, and I don't know, man. They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That ain't how it is in West Virginia, because you can usually hear what's going on in your neighbor's trailer, you know. So out there, I don't know how that works, but I'm going to get out there and see what I can do, see what kind of trouble I can get into, and try not to get any warrants on me or anything.
Warrants would be bad. Let's avoid the warrants.
Yeah, I don't need no warrants, man. I don't have any here in Ohio. You hear me, law enforcement? I don't have none, so leave me alone. Leave me alone. Like, these are past. That was a long time ago. The statute of limitations is passed.
You know, Bo, you've been such a good sport answering all my questions. Why don't you ask me a question? Anything you want.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to West Virginia?
I have not.
Oh, I'll tell you what, man. Get down to West Virginia. So, what would you think? What's the West Virginia stereotype? Like, if you had to if somebody says this person's coming to perform at Krackpots Comedy Club and they're from West Virginia, what's the first thing that pops in your mind?
You.
By God, that's about it. Yeah. You got
It's
it.
like when Ryan introduced me to you earlier. He's like, yeah, he's from West Virginia. And I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah, checks out. Yeah. I am the
Do I fit the Ohio stereotype?
Is there a stereotype for it? I lived in Ohio for a little while. I lived up near Mansfield. I actually worked on the railroad till they fired me. But apparently you're not allowed to sleep in one of those little freaking trucks they drive on the railroad stuff, because those trains can't swerve. But I worked up there for a while and got fired years ago, so went back to West Virginia. But Ohio, I don't think they have stereotypes. It seems like the areas are a little different, though. People here act a little different than the Columbus people and stuff. But now, since last year, y'all smell like weed. So everybody smells like weed, yeah.
Yeah, the recreational stuff is legalized, yeah.
Yeah.
First it was medical, now everything is. You can.
Yeah, I headlined in Columbus the day they passed it, and when I went into my hotel, it just smelled like a hotel. And then when I came back after my set, it just smelled like weed. And I was like, this is crazy. So I was like, daggone, man. Well, whatever. I like Ohio, man. You guys are really nice up here.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to add? You have another question for me, or?
Man, I don't know. Like, why y'all keep it so cold in this building? What is this, an abandoned Hills department store?
This is an old radio station.
Oh, is it really?
We're bringing it back to life. It's cold in here because we have to turn the heat off because the heat makes sound and it messes with the audio. Chris got a space heater for us, so we heat the room before you come in, so it's like a little warmer. Well, noticeably warmer when we came in, but I have to turn it off.
I feel at home in here. Panel walls, no heat. This is like living in my mama's trailer. This is pretty close. It's nice. She didn't have an elevator. She had some bricks we used as steps. But yeah, it's nice. It's ain't bad. I don't know why there's a blood stain on the floor. That's crazy. But
I don't think that's a blood stain. I think that's just.
I don't know. Man. it's a good thing. There's a reason this is audio only podcast. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
This is a scary ass place. You look way too nice just to be walking around this damn building. Like
you were not the first person to bring up the decor.
Yeah,
to criticize the decor.
Man.
We're working on it.
You got one of those danger whistles walking around here. You don't know who's gonna be around the corner. All right.
We are trying to revamp it. Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm interviewing people for the podcast, but Chris is working on kind of sprucing this place up.
I'll tell you what, man. I've been here. It was probably 6 or 7 months ago. Just came in to watch a buddy who was here, and then he did the open mic. But I'll tell you what, man, you guys are building a comedy scene around here, and it's a really good thing because this side of the state doesn't have a whole lot. It doesn't seem like, but this is the place to go, man. Everybody kept telling me how great it was, and with that crowd, I can't wait to come back. I want to headline this son gun. I need to do something up here. This looks like my kind of town.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Heck yeah.
I'll be back. We'll party. I'm taking you to Waffle House.
You're gonna take me to Waffle House?
We're gonna fight.
What's a West Virginia party look like?
Oh God, I got kids and stuff, so I don't party as much as I used to. I don't even drink beer anymore. I've just kind of gave it up, and I just do straight fentanyl. But it's just we like to go out in 4-wheel and stuff like that. Go out and we listen to some country music, and we shoot shit and do that, and sit on the tailgate and like make love in the back of the truck and stuff. We're safe though. We put a tarp down first. So safe sex only. But, that's how West Virginia party is. You come down there sometime, man, do a show, and we'll show you some fun down there. It'd be a good time.
Alrighty.
All right.
Sounds good. All right, Bo. Well, we're just about to wrap up this episode. You got anything you want to plug before I do my outro?
Yeah, man. I'm at Bo Vance Comedy on all social media, and check out wvcomedy.com. Buy some of my merch, so I can buy naughty goods and stuff like that and afford the Waffle House.
All right. All right, Bo Vance. Well, thank you so much for coming to Krackpots. We met downstairs. I'm going to shake your hand if that's cool.
Absolutely.
You can't see it because it's just audio, but we're shaking hands.
Shaking hands.
We are shaking hands. And if you were listening to this podcast, I know Bo just went on stage. I perform on stage at Krackpots. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more, come to a live show. You can check out Krackpot's schedule at crackpotscomedy.com. Take a look, see what strikes your fancy. If you come in on a Friday or Saturday show, tell them Rebecca sent you and you'll get $5 off your check. And while you are here at Krackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, Ohio, check out Dinda Mo's Unique Chocolates. She's got her own little kiosk right near the front of the booth. Oh, not the front of a booth in front of the club. Sorry, I had a chicken parm sandwich. Now the dairy is messing with my brain. But anyway, Dinda Mo's Unique Chocolates, kiosk at the front of the club. You will find it. It is there. And while you are here, you can order Pigs in Mud, which is like a little brownie shaped like a piggy. It's coated in chocolate, covered in chocolate syrup. It's so good, you guys. You can only get it here at Krackpots. So come in and order it, because it's delicious. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you on that. Just do it. And we talked about this a little bit earlier, but we are recording this podcast in an old radio station above Krackpots Comedy Club. So we have one room right now that's like dedicated to the podcast, but we have a couple of other rooms that are kind of like just kind of sitting around. So if maybe you have like a podcast or you have like a video, you want to make a movie, you can reach out to Funny Noise Productions at fnpbookings@gmail.com, and they can give you more information on like what it's like to rent a room for a few hours. Yep. All right. Well, that's I think I did all the plugs I need to plug. Yep. That's it. Bye.